In this lesson, we are going to talk about the use of notes and hyperlinks. Besides the tagging function, which we looked at in the previous lesson, Concordance also allows us to attach notes to specific pieces of text. Let's say, for instance, that while reviewing these documents, we see that this sentence here on Record 2 states, "It's wonderful to see you, Rita," and we think it may be important for some reason. I can then highlight this line of text, right-click, and select New Note. Then within this Notes box, I can put down that this particular line confirms an important meeting. And now I'm going to click OK. Notice that once I click the OK button, the line of text that I highlighted has turned into a yellow hyperlink. That means that at any time, if I click on this link, the same note will pop up on the screen. It's a simple way for me to make some comments about particular pieces of text throughout the database. Of course, we could also have designated an empty text field for notes, for instance, perhaps, again, this issue field, and type the information directly into the field using the Edit screen. But by using this Hyperlink Notes function, we eliminate the need to make use of a particular text field. And we also avoid having to use the Edit field, which can help to avoid accidentally exposing the rest of the fields to edits. Something else you'll notice with this Notes screen is that on the left-hand side, there is a replica of the tagging list that we would generally see on the Tags menu in the main database. While they look the same and list the same tags, keep in mind that when you do apply a tag in this Notes screen, that tag is actually specific to just this highlighted line of text, which means that I can't untag the document in the main tag window. You'll see here that if I try doing so, all that does is make the tag gray. This is a common error that you'll see quite often when working with tags and notes. Just keep in mind that if the tag was applied in the Notes screen, it can only be untagged in the Notes screen. And aside from a text note, we can also create a hyperlink of files using the Attachment tab. All I have to do is first select a viewer from this drop-down box, then choose the attachment that I'm interested in. And once I check off this box here and click OK, anytime I click on the highlighted note, the attachment will be launched. Let's go back to the attachment screen and take another look at some of these options. First, this viewer determines what is to be used to open up the attachments. External is the most common one you'll probably be using. It basically means use whatever appropriate software is necessary. Appropriate in this case is defined by your settings on your computer. So in most instances, a Word document will be opened in MS Word. MSG files will be opened in Outlook. Text files will be opened in Notepad, and etc. Choosing Viewer for this option will cause Concordance to use your current image viewer to pull up the attachment. In this case, that viewer will be Opticon or Concordance Image 2007. And finally, both the clipboard and internal options are likely not something you'll use very often, but it is meant for launching internal Concordance text. And this Browse button will browse to any local or network connection. One thing you want to keep in mind is try to use only UNC paths. Else if you browse to a local path such as your C drive, while it will bring up the appropriate document for you, it will not be appropriate for another user. The path information here should be something that everyone on your review team can access. And there we have the nuts and bolts of the notes and hyperlinks used within Concordance. In the next lesson, we'll focus on the searching within Concordance databases.